Hey Simmers, I'm Erin. I play The Sims. I've gone through a name change recently, so I am officially Erin Plays Sims, and you are watching the next episode of the 100die Fundie Baby Challenge, a challenge in The Sims 4, where we take the 100 Baby Challenge to weird culty Fundie church. Beth is up. The only two girls in the house, actually the only two girls in the house who can really do anything, are cooking breakfast right now. We have so much laundry to do. Guys, this young man is doing his homework. Love that. Aw, and Limestone frequently hiccups. Oh my goodness. Oh, they just got a sentiment. That's so cute. You're supposed to be helping your mom, miss. Okay, so she's doing her homework too. I just got a mod by Little Miss Sam that has them do homework autonomously a little bit better, so hopefully our grades should go up. Aw, Topaz became good friends with Onyx, of course. So you guys, very first, I wanted to call out, one of you had left a comment to say that this was not a cochlear implant, that cochlear implants were just that, they were implanted in the head, that this is a hearing aid. So I did want to call that out. The Sims 4 doesn't have cochlear implants, as you very correctly pointed out. So Onyx does not have a cochlear implant. Onyx, oh my gosh, Topaz. I'm going to do that this entire time. Topaz has a hearing aid, not a cochlear implant. He is hearing impaired. So as he ages, we are going to see how that is going to be impacting his life, how that plays with his life story. So I'm excited for that. But this young man, Onyx, we have to get ready. He is almost ready to age up to an adult. He needs to go on his mission trip. So we're going to be doing that today. We're going to be getting him ready to do that today, but we've got some stuff to set right, you guys. By the way, welcome back after the break. I am filming this the day after Christmas, December 26th of 2024, but you will be seeing this after the first of the year. So I hope everybody's new year went well. I hope that the time that we took on break went well for you guys. I am so incredibly excited to get into this gameplay, you guys, because we have some mod exploration to do. This will probably be the last episode before we do Onyx's live stream, and we're really going to be diving into this mod then. I will also be putting out a recorded video over the aspirations of the mod that Jacob is working on that fit so well with this challenge. So I am excited to get into that. It doesn't look like anyone is terribly hungry, but kids' homework is getting done. That's outstanding. We needed that done early today. I'm going to have Rose Quartz, who looks like the only kid who is not ready. I'm going to have her take a shower. Beth is going to have to get ready for the day. This is a long road you are traveling, miss. Very long road. Okay, well, you know what? I don't hate it. They look great. Beth, oh my goodness, pride and joy. Can you use the bathroom? I need you to take a shower. Guys, it is homeschool day. We do this with the holiday calendar. So they are going to, I'm going to have to try to find, there we go. So for the kids, Onyx, you're so great. For the kids, this means that they're going to have to appreciate an object and they're going to have to clean. So I did that so that each child would have to have something applicable. The boys won't really clean, but the girls will. Everybody's going to have to appreciate an object. So like pray, that's a daily thing for them. Dad is tending his garden. Look at that man. He's doing super well. Very proud of him. Nothing to harvest today, which is hard. It's financially a very difficult thing for us. Also, guys, I decided we need a cow. I think we're going to get some sheep as well. I think I'll hire a ranch hand. That's going to be financially really stressful for us, but I think that needs to happen. So when thinking of getting a cow, can you guys vote whether you would like a brown cow or a spotted cow down in the comments? Whatever gets the most votes, just comment brown cow or spotted cow or black and white cow. Whatever gets the most votes is what we'll put in that little shed so they can have some fresh milk so that they don't have to buy it. Is this ready to harvest? It's not, but you can appreciate it. Oh, this naughty child, Danny. Oh, he is such a troublemaker, you guys. He's such a troublemaker. I also think that I'm going to be incorporating, because these guys are about to age up too, I think I'm going to start incorporating a will they, won't they leave role, which I am so excited about. I like, if it's something super storied, and I can just see early on that this sim is just gonna stay. Look at the siblings, that this sim early on is just gonna stay, and that we know their story. Then that's fine. It'll trump it. But for the rest of them, I think probably rolling would be the best way to do this. I think it's really important for Onyx to be spending this time with the little kids, with his little siblings, because he is going to be leaving. He's going to be going overseas to Tomarang. He and his parents have heard about an opportunity for him to serve with a vacation symbol school, helping to establish a new church in Tomarang, which is something that has been laid upon at least his father's heart, and Onyx gets to work with kids. So I think Onyx is pretty excited about that as far as an opportunity goes. Mom is going to gather the laundry. It has been a minute since any has been done. She is missing her daughters for more reasons than one. Onyx wants to chat with his sister, but that's just not going to happen. He wants to chat with Opal. Opal has been not excommunicated necessarily, but for her own good, for the good of her own soul, her own little pixels, she is being ignored along with her other siblings. Amy is now no longer a 100die Fundie. So Amy and Amy's entire family cannot be talked with. The children possibly could to try to save their souls, or save their pixels, but really this is about loving them enough to release them to the world so that hopefully the Watcher can have his way with them, and bring them back to the one true faith. So Beth has to be resolute along with her husband, and the rest of the children that they are in charge of have to be resolute. If they call, we can't answer. If they want to talk, well, then they just get to want to talk. That's all they get to do. So this is going to be really, really difficult. They've been more lenient in the past, and then look what happened. All that matters is dedication to those in this organization, because Beth and James not only are convinced of the truth of this, but they're also pretty scared. I mean, hey, if this isn't true, then what else could be true? Oh no. Rose Quartz is trying to communicate with the monster under the bed. You know what? I think she found a demon, and she is trying to pray it away. And that just didn't work, you know? Beth and James don't have real answers other than that those children are just being lied to by the world. They're grown children, have been lied to by the world. What is this? I've been trying to do homework for school, but the last few assignments have felt really hard. Maybe I'm not smart enough to do it. What do you think? Spend more time, practice makes perfect, focus on different topics, or get tutoring from a classmate. That would be his siblings. So why don't we just focus on different topics, right? So long as we have the Watcher approved ones, we don't really need things like science. We can ignore those things that we don't feel like we have good answers for. Alrighty, everybody's getting chores done. Thank goodness homeschool is getting done for the others, for the littles. Because you guys, we actually have to do some stuff. Dad is finally helping this household kind of get off the grid. He's doing some composting toilets. We've got fuel cells and everything else here. So that's outstanding. I am thrilled with this. Hopefully we can get off the grid here pretty soon. Pardon me. And ma'am, can you eat? Please eat the whole grain pancakes. I don't understand why we're having so much trouble with this. Hopefully we can get off the grid here very soon, because as we know, James does not like being dependent on the government in really any way that he can help. Yes, she can like fitness. Oh my goodness. All these pop-ups are so interruptive. So James doesn't like being dependent on the government in any way that he can help. He really doesn't like any entity that isn't, in his mind, symbolically driven, telling him what to do, how to raise his family, and what he's allowed to and not to do. He feels like he is much wiser. He takes parental autonomy very, very seriously. So now that everybody is doing, let me show you guys. Mr. Lewis is a ghost. He has passed. So Onyx, on the last day, really before he goes to Tomarang, has a visit to make with his dad. We're gonna see how everybody is doing. Actually, we might leave Dad here. Dad, I don't know. Dad is the preacher, so I think he should go. So yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll go ahead and take our son with us. We'll leave the littles here with Mama. There is one more toilet I think that we have to convert, but hopefully I'll remember to do that. Who knows? Oh my gosh, this baby was not able to be fed. I don't know why he was so bugged out, but this could be our potential heir, so we don't need we don't need any of our kids taken, especially not by the government. So I'm just so excited that even though it's bottle feeding, he's allowed to eat. Phew. We're gonna put him down to sleep and then we're gonna get going. All right, guys, we are at the Lewis household. We do have Jill here, who is, they're not in a courtship per se, but they would like to be. So I think Onyx is just gonna give her a comforting hug. They're just joking around together. That's so cute. They're gonna kick a soccer ball because Onyx needs some fun. And I think that probably James is trying to give some pastoral advice to Jill. The assumption from him is that the family's gonna be pretty busted up, that Mr. Lewis has passed away. But to be honest, I don't think they are. I think Mr. Lewis was a mean guy. The only thing we knew about him was that he was a mean sim. So I think financially, they might be a little bit worried, but in the IBLP, you don't buy houses or anything like that on credit. So you don't, or they preach heavily against it, buying anything on credit. Let's see, Mrs. Lewis is now a single lady. She is part of the church. I think that her life is going to get quite a bit better because she doesn't have her mean husband that she has to sleep next to all the time and can't question even though she doesn't agree with his practices. So while Dad is talking with, oh man, she lost the game. She's unhappy about it. While Dad is talking with the other Sims about, their tough loss. I was going to say financially, it probably is a little bit scary, but they're part of the IBLP and they know that they'll help. And this house was one that was purchased outright, which they could do because Mr. Lewis used to be Pastor Lewis and had financial benefit from the church that probably ran him out of town. So, so he just told her that she was his favorite. They're finding a lot of excuses to hug right now. Ooh, she's upset. She's going through some stuff. I would imagine, can we ask for prayers? That's actually part of Jacob's mod. I love that interaction. To just ask for prayers from the Watcher, which would be something that would happen quite a bit. He is going to be asking for prayers because he's going on a mission trip, and I think he's letting Jill know that, hey, I'm going to be going on my mission. And I think she's wishing him well, telling him that, yeah, I'll pray for you. Absolutely. Onyx would be going around and, oh boy, he's got a great reputation. Nice job, Onyx. The expectation is that he would be going around and raising funds for his mission trip. Oh, that reminds me, actually. I was gonna say he hasn't done that quite yet, but we can switch. He's gonna run into an awkward situation here. He needs to use the bathroom. Can y'all leave? Can you thank you. Go away, go out, please. Oh, that's awkward. But Sims, it's the Sims. Onyx is not that kind of sim. So let's pause it here. I actually want to go into the aspiration because you guys, Jacob's mod actually has 2 custom aspirations. They're both found under this Watcherly category here. One is Tradwife. That is for specifically female Sims who are looking to be just the best wife in the Watcher they can be, according to this IBLP cult. Then we have Missionary, which is what Onyx is going to be focused on. So the first leg of this is to fundraise for our mission trip. We have to raise 500 simoleons because of the amount that we have right now. It's going to tick that off because it goes off what's in your bank account. But you know what? I'm just going to keep track manually. He needs to make a new friend. This will be when he's on his mission trip, and he needs to travel. This says to a beach, but we're going to travel to a community lot once we're there and start evangelizing. So like I said, it did tick it off. So what we're going to do is go and just really start asking for donations. It'll be right under the watcher interactions. You're going to go into general interactions, and then we're going to solicit donations. Dad has been figuring out, oh sweetie, I don't even think the game registers that she's actually there. This is upsetting to me. So Dad has been comforting and counseling the family, who isn't really sad, let's be honest. Like, they're fine. He's soliciting for donations. He knows that they're financially secure, that they're set. Ooh, she did not like that. I don't think that worked. Poor politics. Making hard choices at work is stressful. Onyx can't win all the time. I don't think his relationship was up high enough because he's got this poor politics tense moodlet here. His solicitation failed. Maybe we should have started with our dad, whom we have a much better relationship with, possibly. But you know what? He's saying like, hey, I'm sorry, that was insensitive of me. If you could just pray for me on my mission, then your prayers and support are very much appreciated. And then we might try with our would-be courtship partner that, again, we're supposed to be guarding our feelings from. He got 250 simoleons, so we're halfway through. Oh my gosh. So we did fundraise. So anytime you raise any amount of funds, this first one will tick off. The second one should tick off when you have 500 simoleons in your bank account. So let's see if maybe he's not supposed to be asking her. She's a female. She wouldn't have, you know, command of the purse strings. But perhaps he could solicit donations from his good buddy friend Jill. And you know, maybe she's convinced her mom. Actually, that may be why it failed as far as our story goes. 250 simoleons. Okay, great. So we've raised our simoleons. This is amazing. And this would be probably Jeff. Jeff is an adult. He is the oldest son of the house. He's had to come back from Symbol College because Mr. Lewis passed on, and he needs to help head the household. Lucky for Jessica, his mom, this young sir, Jeff, does not believe in all of this garbage. I think he's kind of playing along right now because he knows that, you know, his family needs support emotionally. He doesn't want to rip his family away from their support system, their social support system. But I think that this man is doing his absolute best to make it out of here for his family. Y'all, it's 8:30. Thank goodness the Lewises have made some grilled plantains for Onyx. They must know, I wonder if Jill had something to do with that. They must know that Onyx is a vegetarian. Onyx is going to be very happy in Tomarang because there's so many vegetarian dishes. The next time we stream, Saturday at 7 p.m. our normal time, we are going to be streaming Onyx's mission trip, and I can't wait, you guys. You have contributed some amazing families to the Tomarang world. I can't wait to see how he interacts with them. I can't wait to see Onyx. Is he going to sleep? He's going to sleep. Poor boy. He's exhausted. He's gonna have to rest up because he's gonna wake up tomorrow in Tomarang, where he's going to be leading a VBS and meeting some of you guys as Sims. Jill and he are on purpose not in a courtship right now because A, they would probably be held off quite a bit until the second they were ready to marry. You wouldn't really be in a courtship. And B, because, you know, there are some eligible ladies in Tomarang. Really, all Onyx can do right now, especially with the Lewis family in such a time of upheaval, is be a good friend to her, get to know her, maybe flirt a little, but his parents haven't blessed him yet. And I think that they learned with Jasper that, hey, a lot can happen. Maybe Onyx converts a young lady and that's who the Watcher has in mind for him. So we're gonna hold him off on Jill until after he comes back from his mission, which can be a life-changing event. So they're trying for his benefit to keep his options open. Never mind that he wants to date Jill, like very clearly wants to date this girl. But it's their wisdom that trumps all, right? Even above his own wishings and wantings. He doesn't get to try things. He only gets to do the tried and true things that worked for his parents or make sense to his parents. So we shall see. We'll see if he can go to Tomarang with an open mind, whether he stays, really faithful in his heart to Jill. Like, they're not together, but that doesn't matter to him. I think at this point, he really wants to be in a relationship with her. He wants to pursue the option of marriage. I don't think that he's a sim that wants to date. I think that he feels like he's found this in Jill, but we'll see what his mission trip has in store for him. So guys, let me go ahead, get these guys back home. Oh my gosh, he's whining about his unfair life to his dad. He really wants to date. Okay, let's get these guys back home. It looks like dad is trying to have a conversation with him about why, you think you have an attraction, but you may really not, and we want to save you from that. Let's pause it here. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just took a look in the house. It is a whole mess of dirty and tired and hungry, and that sounds like a next episode Aaron problem, so we're just gonna pause it here. I'm gonna close out the episode. Onyx is exhausted. He's gonna have to get himself to bed. I think that James is feeling pretty proud of himself, pretty hopeful. His son was able to do some fundraising. He was able to go and do some pastoral duties, some comforting of his flock during an assumed very hard time. Guys, I hope you will join me Saturday at 7 p.m. To stream Onyx's mission trip. As always, next episode, I'll have screenshots for you. I'll catch you up. We'll see how that went, and we'll see. I would be very interested to see if Onyx makes a connection in Tomarang and brings somebody home, if Onyx makes a connection to Tomarang and stays there, or if Onyx comes home and comes back to Jill and they start a courtship. I would be so interested to hear your predictions down below. I will see you guys the next time I stream or post. Watch or bless, and as always, happy simming.